Hello there, welcome to another episode of Generic Anime Podcast, our first one that is being recorded in 2025.
That's
Don't
not
date
true.
the video. Don't date the video. Never date the video.
11th of January of 2025 at 2:30 GMT. So yeah,
My head.
no.
Anyway,
Anyways,
guys, he can't
hi.
read. He can't read. He can't read, guys.
Hi.
He can't read.
It's the first of the 11th or something.
Yeah, it's the 1st of November 2025, guys.
Yeah,
Trust us,
there we go.
please.
Yep.
I want to say some words now, but I can't say because I'll get cancelled. So like,
Well,
I need to
while-
revel in the
What words
magnificence.
you want to say? I want to ask all of you, how you guys doing? How has 2025 been for you so far?
Pretty good. My uni kicks off on Monday, and I'm already considering skipping.
Yeah.
Real,
Same.
real.
Back to uni.
I'm
I
existing.
have one lecture on Monday, so I was just gonna send the professor an email like, "Hey, can you send me the code so I can get into all the electrical stuff for all the electrical learning material for the course because I can't be asked to go into the lectures."
It's
Yeah.
fair. To be fair, that's me
Yeah,
too.
it's also a course that was supposed to be the fucking first year thing because like we got extra courses and old courses got removed, so now I need to do a couple of ones that should be first year courses. So it's just there's no real point in me being there because I've already learned all that shit previous. I just need to write an essay for the teacher. So
Oh,
I'm not
boy.
gonna be sitting through those lectures.
One thing you always forget about the new year: back to school, back to school.
Yep, back to school.
For real.
Who even likes school, man?
Oh boy.
Nobody likes school, bro.
We have some
Not
really
even the school people like school.
We have really interesting courses. Like I have one on Old English again. Like no, not Old English, but like English history. But it's more modern than the previous one I had. Previous was like full on Old English, so 1900s. Not
Oh,
1900s, 900.
I was gonna say, is
900s.
that?
Yeah.
That's
It's now,
still-
now it's
I-
like
Ye old English.
now it's like the current one is like Shakespearean English.
Ooh, that
We
was
basically
cool.
have like 4 courses. The only one that's mandatory is the very first one. That's like all of the entirety of the English language, like kind of skimming through. Then you have one on Old English, one on Middle English, and then one on Modern and like Current English. I'm currently in the one
Sounds so
that's
interesting, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They use words like riz, skibbity.
Oh,
Ah.
Just
All the
imagine you're
words
just
that
like,
I sometimes use.
Yes.
there is.
That's more Lovejoy. Of
I think it's bra. Bra is a word that was actually like there was a huge spike in its use in like the 1800s.
Bruh. Sorry. It's
No,
like,
you mean-
my wife just died of cholera, bruh.
Yeah, the 1850s, the word bra was first coined in the English language. It was used.
Spanish
Used
flu
more
was
extensively.
fascinating. 20s.
Oh boy. Well,
Alright.
my 2025 has been terrible. I'm
Aw.
already waiting for 2026.
Oh no.
2026 finna be my year. Fucked up by 2025 already.
26 is gonna be my year. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Exactly. Exactly. No,
The
but
good thing,
I
though-
actually started my 2025 with a gift from someone, and the gift is, hold on, let me get the first one. 3 volumes of a gothic sports manga.
Ooh.
called,
Oh, okay, that sounds quite interesting. Explain, sir. Explain
Yes.
more.
Thanks again for the volumes.
No problem, my
And
G.
basically, it's about this girl that moves to this school that has like a lot of like very good sports club, and she wants to be in a sports club, even though like she's apparently she's not very good at sports. But I think she enters like the Gothic club or something like that, and they do something with. I haven't gone that far yet, but I believe it's something like the goth aesthetic is kind of treated like a sport in a certain way. At least
Huh.
that's what I
Interesting.
think the story is leading to. It's very interesting. Like I'm.
Is
maybe
this-
There's a chance I'm probably gonna do a video on this one.
Oh yes, let's go.
The GOAT returns.
Yes.
2025 is our year.
All the
I'm
We are
gonna
going to
upload one
post.
video, and it's gonna be like on the 31st of December of 2025.
finally.
yeah,
We're working
Yeah,
on this one
exactly.
video the whole year.
yeah, exactly.
And
Okay,
it's gonna be
so
like 2 minutes of just me yapping. Yeah, very good show, very good story.
It's good.
I have quite a bit of news. So I hired Rage is now my Rage is now my editor for my main channel.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
is the
Wait. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Rage is now the editor for my main channel.
Is the quality gonna go down?
the quality is actually going to go up because like
If you're watching this, congratulations, man. You deserve it.
yeah. Also yeah, things happened. I fell down the stairs one day, so yeah, that was fun.
What are you 3 years old, bro?
No, I slipped. I slipped and fell.
Let's say lift one leg up, put the other leg down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it works.
I was half awake. Leave me alone.
Really,
Yes.
when you finished falling from the stairs, did you utter the phrase, "Oh, I can't get up"?
I wish I did now. I wish I did now. I was just like, ah, shit.
Here we go again.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Oh god.
For me,
Is
what
it
other
that
stuff has
San
happened?
Andreas?
Yeah, San Andreas. Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is.
I
I
had to flip with Vice City or San Andreas.
I did things. I left the house. For example, I went to Milton Keynes the other day. I had quite a lot of fun. I actually
What were you doing over there?
my friend was like, "Come with us to Milton Keynes." I was like, "Sure." And I was like, and then we just ended up in Milton Keynes. I was like, "This is fun."
You usually end up in the place you're trying to go to. Not gonna lie.
Wait, what?
You said that my friend wanted us to go to Milton Keynes, and then we ended up in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I was like, it was literally like the most like on a whim thing. Is like we're going to Milton Keynes one day. I was like, sure, I'll come. Then yeah, and then we went there. We did bowling. We went Nando's. We went to an arcade where I spent a lot of money, and I won. Oh yeah, actually, let me grab it. Hold on a sec. I
Do
won.
you still have like ye old school arcades in Britain, or is it like modern
No,
shit?
it's like a mixture of the new stuff and the old stuff. It depends where you go. But this one had like these. Actually, I've got the card here. So you put like money onto this card, and then basically you just scan it onto a machine, and then what it does is
You don't
you
have
play.
to, you don't
It
have
scans
to carry the
token.
100 yen coin cups as you do.
Oh no,
I
the
have
literally the
some
one next
arcade
door to
tokens
it.
with me.
The next one, the one literally next door to it, and sorry, no, not next door. It's up the stairs from that one, which is near a bowling place. Has the one where you have to like actually put coins into it.
Same. I keep this with me, even though I've not been to the arcade in months, in case I ever want to go back again. So I have
wow.
the token right here.
Oh yeah, so I won about 800 tickets. I got a slushie and I got 2 keychains. Well, I gave one of the keychains to my friends because he really liked One Piece, and there was nothing else like I wanted.
Go to test. Good,
I
good,
also
good.
got this for myself as well, if you could see it.
It doesn't-
Is that a
it doesn't-
Sonic girl?
it's
Yeah,
the
Amy the
Sonic girl.
Hedgehog.
It's the
He's
furry
not being
girl.
their furry allegations.
he's not.
If you think it's bad, I already got a Sonic one in here as well.
Yeah, but everybody loves Sonic. He's fast.
Yeah, it was funny, right? I got this one from the same arcade like 4 years ago. And
I'm
this
surprised they're still in. Those fucking plastic ones tend to break. Usually
this
for
is
me.
rubber. This is rubber. I also got like
Oh.
when I went to Comic-Con last year, I got this Shenron one, which I thought like it just looks so cold.
That doesn't really show up on camera. It's still reflective.
Is it that
Yeah.
now?
It doesn't focus on it. The metal edges are too reflective. So it doesn't
Okay,
really
well
come through on
it
camera.
just I have a picture on my Instagram. You could just look at that instead.
Plug your Instagram more, goddamn.
No.
Episode.
Oh no, not my personal one, not my YouTube one. But yeah, but the next thing I want to talk about is the car stuff now. So Cheese, just turn off your headset for like 10 minutes because you're not interested.
Speedy has seen cars. There we go.
No, actually, I haven't seen the cars. So, Tokyo Auto Salon is happening right now, and basically, it's this massive car event in Japan where, like, the Japanese car companies, they come and they come to this place and basically they show off their new cars. Companies like HKS, BBS,
Like a
Bride,
convention
Recaro,
for cars.
basically a
It's a
convention for cars.
convention.
Like the European equivalent is the Geneva Motor Show. The American one is the Detroit Auto Show. It's like a similar sort of thing. And this one, it has YouTubers in it now. So there's a YouTuber called Noriaro who makes drifting content in Japan. He's got his own stand there.
Isn't that very common in like all sorts of conventions that you get YouTubers because that's just free
Yeah, but
promotion.
it's like one of the first
That's the
first time for at
closest
least
thing to a
Japan
famous
Auto Show.
person that conventions can get.
Like, for example, if you look at something like Short Show in America, it's like 1 billion YouTubers.
Yeah,
doing
but
free
it's like
advertising.
one of the first times for at least a Japanese auto show to have a YouTuber there. It's like not too common for them to put it there, so it's kind of cool that he's there now.
YouTube is kind of like it's viewed as the hooligan job if you're a YouTuber in Japan. They don't
Yeah.
like it's not seen as a proper job.
Oh, oh well. But yeah,
I do get
he's
that
there.
vibe. They're very hooliganism over there.
Mr.
They're
Beast.
YouTubers.
No,
Mr. Beast.
It's more the thing like I think Chris Broad talked about this because there's been a lot of like in the recent years YouTubing has kind of become a thing in Japan, and immediately when it like started to get recognized, you started to get people like Johnny Somali over there, and then it kind
Yeah.
of, then it got this stigma that it's not a proper person's job.
No, Johnny Smalley is a streamer. Ooh. He's not the same as us.
If you tell that to a normal person, they're gonna say that it's the same thing.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking. But yeah, Tokyo Auto Salon's happening. Japan's like Japanese car companies are dropping their new car models there. Like Toyota just dropped their new GR4 something Corolla.
Is it
thingy.
fast? That's
Yes.
all I want to know, bro.
Yeah, it's fast.
The
There's
question
also
is
like
this-
anime
is
wrapped
this like
cars.
Is this like a car show or is this a sports car show?
It's a car show. It's for car. It's like car companies. Like
So
that's
they
just
like
one of they
Corollas in
they
there.
go there to drop their new models of cars, like to promote them.
Toyota
Like
Corolla
so, like
guys.
years and years ago, Lexus dropped their LFA supercar there, and then like obviously Toyota dropped their Supra there. Obviously,
All of these,
they
all of
also-
these sound like sports cars.
these are
rather
just
like
no, but
cars.
the thing is, those are like the headline cars at the shows. But you also get like the actual like like Toyota Corollas, their
Yo,
Land
Mini Cooper,
Cruisers.
Let's go, guys.
Is it,
yeah,
is it
things
Toyota
like that.
Corolla still the most popular car in Europe?
I believe so. I mean,
It
probably.
was for fucking years. I don't know if it still is. Let's see.
Let's see, yeah. But yeah, like Toyota drops their new
The
car.
Fiat Punto
So-
could be there as well, you know.
Fiat Punto, no. It's one of the worst cars to ever
Gang
exist.
rise up.
It's got a 0-star safety feature on it. That's how bad it is. It literally, if you crash that thing, you are going to die.
Hell yeah.
Don't crash. Skill issue, bro.
Exactly.
You crash it, you deserve.
Just don't crash. Just don't crash.
I can't find what's currently the most popular car, but Europeans don't actually buy that many cars.
Yeah.
Especially here,
small.
I swear I keep
Yeah.
seeing the same 2008 cars. The
Yeah,
same
you will
Go-
see the same
Volkswagen
500 Ford
Golf, like-
Fiestas.
In
Yeah.
2023, Europeans bought less than 2 million cars in all of Europe.
Jesus Christ. Damn.
That's
But
that's
yeah,
surprising.
the next thing I want to talk about is Nissan, the car company itself. It went bankrupt. They nearly went under.
No!
They nearly went
Get your
under.
GTRs now. Get your GTRs. Get your GTRs
Yeah.
now. They're going
So
they're going
no, they already cut off the GTR. Like, but the problem is they started to go like down under very very quickly, and so Honda actually bought
So they're
them.
moving to Australia.
Oh yeah, wait,
You said
what?
they're go- you said they're going down under.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. So they were
Funny
so
Australian songs, so-
at the end of last year they started to have a really bad like thing that none of their they dropped a new car, the 400Z. It did terrible, and everything started to go really bad. All their cars are
I
just
don't know if it's the same
shit.
for you guys, but I'm like I think you guys are lagging so much for me right
You're also lagging for us, but
Yeah.
no one else is lagging.
I'm just sorry, anime is just
No.
me.
No.
He's just staring into our souls.
now. No. Oh boy.
So yeah, the reason why Nissan started to go down under is because their old CEO, who also was the CEO of Renault, the French company, the French car company, the one that makes like one good car every now and again, and he got arrested in Japan. And basically, he escaped Japan by hiring a former U.S. Marine to stuff him into an audio equipment box to fly him out from Osaka and then to Turkey, and then from Turkey to Lebanon. And now he's a wanted
Apparently, they
fugitive in
would've,
Japan.
like, looked at what's inside the box with like
They
these
didn't.
scanners.
He
If-
did
if-
pull off this thing. Kudos to the man, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the whole plan works.
It was just like this
Congratulations.
for like 12 hours.
Pretty sure Nissan also lost their only like government like JSDF contracts. a
I'm
few
pretty
years ago.
sure it wouldn't surprise me if they did actually. But yeah, they've been having a rough like couple of years since like 2019 and 2018, 2019, and they nearly went down. They nearly went bankrupt. There's been quite a few Japanese like car related things that have gone bankrupt, like a racing seat company that went bankrupt, and also there was I think it was a wheel company, but I don't remember off the top of my head. And then yeah, Honda has now bought them.
And
Saved them.
Japan really isn't the country for cars, unless you really live in the countryside.
Yeah.
Oh, I get what you mean. Like they
I
don't
mean-
really need. Yeah, well, I mean, because most people live in Tokyo, which is such a
Yeah, it's also
big
like
transport system.
I've been to a couple of cities in Japan, and they all have incredible public transportation.
But
Yeah.
still, they've always been a major
the smaller ones.
exporter of cars,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's the
they
thing.
export them, but they don't actually drive it. Like Osaka is
Nissan-
super weird because there just aren't that many cars on the roads, even in the city. Like even though there are roads, there just
Hmm.
aren't that many cars. Like compared to something like London, it's just fucking full of cars. And
Yeah.
London isn't even bad compared to American cities.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Nissan's quality of the cars have been going down as, like, the years have gone on because of that former CEO. And so, like, you know, the interiors start to get bad, and also the gearboxes, which is the thing that's been killing a lot of these cars, have been becoming really, really bad and just shit, basically. They're being known to,
gears-
like, to not
It's like
work properly.
gearboxes are the one thing that's kind of really hard to get right in any kind of automotive vehicle, because it's like if you look at the tank industry, the one thing that always breaks is the gearbox.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, usually, like, the gearboxes, like, they're not that bad, but these ones are terrible. They are
They
terrible.
just
And they
keep
fit their...
exploding, guys. They just keep exploding and killing passengers.
And also, like...
Messed up.
Yeah, they shut down...
Car stuff, right? Consumer car stuff, right?
Yeah, so Nissan shut down because that former CEO. The reason why they don't like him is because he used a lot of Nissan's funds to basically buy stuff for himself in other countries, like apartment complexes and things like that.
That's very illegal.
Yes, that's very illegal. And yeah, like shell companies running through Nissan to do all this stuff. So yeah, that's why he got arrested
Corrupt
and then he
CEO.
escaped.
Let's go.
Exactly, for real, man. And then yeah. Now Nissan nearly went down, but Honda has bought them, so that means they're probably going to get better. And then they're also looking into buying Mitsubishi as well, so at least the car department of Mitsubishi.
Yeah, Mitsubishi is not selling heavy industries.
Yeah.
Because they
Mitsubishi
can't.
Motors, as far as
they,
I'm aware.
they legally can't sell the heavy industry side because the JSDF wants it to be in Japan and owned by a Japanese company.
Yeah, well, thing is though, it's Honda, so yeah, Honda will actually fix them. They know how to make a good car. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of my car runs. Other than also like drift cars as well, and also
Speaking
like
of
new. Apparently,
anime
there may
news.
be a new Hatsune Miku racing car as well. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, but speaking of Hatsune Miku, actually, she's
anime
coming to Fortnite next week.
Didn't he?
Exactly. She's coming.
Didn't the like last Hatsune Miku tour go like really badly?
Yeah, because
The
they
one-
put
the
her on like a
global
little
one.
little miniature screen, and people got very mad at that. It's like, no, she's not a hologram. What are they doing to my favorite software?
I think they literally
guys
lost like hundreds
know
of millions of dollars on that.
Yeah, wouldn't
Do you
surprise.
guys know that I think currently in Japan there are like I think 60 people that are legally married to
Yep.
Hatsune Miku.
Yeah, there's somebody else who
There-
married
there
one of the
are
characters
also
from
He was
Blue Lock.
legal over there.
There's also like
Oh, no.
14
Yeah,
people who are
it
married
is,
to the
but-
Eiffel Tower. So
But
Who would get married to that piece
when
of
I
shit?
first heard that, I was like, how? Why?
Okay,
How?
all I'm saying is 60 people. That means they don't even get a day each in the week. Like, guys, come on.
yeah.
No, the logistics
She's
are
taken.
terrible there.
She's taken. She's buying.
No, they
Come on,
no
guys,
no
move on,
consumer.
move
They
on.
married a version of
First guy
Hat.
should have
the-
called Dips. He never called
Consumer,
Dips.
They married a different version of Hatsune Miku. Like somebody's married the original one, somebody's married the Snowflake one, the Daisy one, somebody's married the Ado collaboration
different
one.
versions.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not like legally binding marriage. It's there's a thing in Japan. I don't exactly know how it goes, but it's a thing to like get married to your favorite character. But it's not the same as like legally binding marriage to another person. Like it's not. It's a different kind of thing. I don't exactly know how it works.
Why is that even a thing in the first? I mean,
Yeah,
wha-
they did.
why? Why?
I mean, there was also a woman in America who was married to a dead 16th century pirate. So
There was a woman in the UK who got married to a train station and got divorced to it because it kept on cheating on her. I'm not sure if that's the correct story, but that is definitely something that happened. So that's what most of it, at least.
yeah, people do weird shit.
Yeah.
Women, am I right, guys?
Consumer cancellation speedrun.
In anime news, I have finally, now that I finished Bleach, I've been watching more Naruto Shippuden, and it's pretty good.
Let's go.
I actually
He's
watched an
coming around,
anime.
guys.
I
It's
actually.
still not-
By the end of the year, Cheese is gonna be like Naruto fan #1.
No, it's never beating One Piece, and I don't think it's gonna beat Bleach either. Like both Naruto and Bleach have big problems, but they're different kinds of problems from each other.
But then I watched an anime.
What did you? Oh yeah, you watched
Eminence in Shadow.
Eminence in Shadow.
Yeah.
The Eminence in Shadow.
The Eminence in Shadow. Yeah,
Don't be
that's
mistaken.
that's
that. Or
I made a video on it, and like, so many people complained when I just said Eminence in Shadow because it's the Eminence. in
the
Shadow.
Eminence in Shadow, my good sir. Call him the Eminence in Shadow. He's not
it was-
an Eminence in Shadow. He is the Eminence in Shadow.
It was a thing that happened. It's still probably one of my favorite videos because the editing in it is really good.
Yeah.
Nudge nudge.
In other news, I went to KFC for the first time in like 2 years.
I have never been to KFC.
It was like mid.
I'm pretty sure there's not a single KFC in Finland. Let me see.
That explains it. Because they suck.
Yeah, it's like the most mid thing. I mean, the supercharger sauce is quite good though.
At least one in Helsinki.
The supercharger sauce is quite nice, but like everything else aside from popcorn chicken is kind of mid.
No, there are two.
Oh, God.
3 KFCs, I think. Yeah. There's one in Turku, one in Helsinki, and one weirdly in Seinäjoki, which is like in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Old capital called Turku,
Huh.
which is on the Swedish side of the coast.
You're on the Swedish side of the coast.
I'm unfortunately not on the coast. I would love to be back.
You else is on the Swedish side of the coast?
Cheese. Something real quick. Because we were talking about cats for like
Yes.
the beginning of the podcast, and that there are 2 cat things related that I've seen this week that I think that I don't know if I think you probably already know about them, but I just want to see your opinion on them. Have you seen that there are like some where there are people that say that they figure out like the cat language? So like basically, if you say certain stuff, you can like kind of like call your cat to yourself and stuff like that. Yeah, have you seen?
I have seen that. That's
Lag.
absolute bullshit. Cats can be taught to do the same things as dogs, so you can like have a specific word you use to call them to you.
No, yeah. I thought that was the case, but I thought it was so funny that people were like, "Oh my god, now you have the cat language that you can use to talk to your cat," and stuff like that.
Like the vast majority of animals, in fact, don't have a language because they can't comprehend abstract things.
But to be fair, if there was to be a race,
Yeah.
I think that cats
I mean, there have been observed sort of. It's not really called language, but it's like there's been observed communication between a bunch of animals, but it doesn't extend to the level of language. Creatures that actually can disclose.
Really? How do
They can
do
like
that?
they have these weird dances that they can do in front of the nest to tell the other bees where they found nectar, for example. And it's one of the it is really cool. Like they do dances. It's I think it might still be the only observed case in the animal kingdom where they can describe something that is not currently present.
And the other thing, Cheese, is I think ancient Egypt, like cats were seen as basically like
Yes, they
in a
were
certain way,
messengers of I can't remember what god. It might have been Bastet.
It could have been. I could talking shit about this one, but there was like that was at war with Egypt, and they knew that Egypt.
Oh yeah, I've heard
really,
of this.
really liked cats, and yeah, and basically, what they did when they were about to fight, they draw like cat images in their shields, and they released like cats on the battlefield.
Yeah,
so
that's.
that they wouldn't be able to hit them because they were like,
it's a
"Oh my
holy
God, I can't
symbol.
hit the image of my god, or something like that.
That's not actually the only case of this happened. It's been happened like, that has happened a few times throughout history for like different things.
Yeah.
which is like, it makes
Guys,
sense.
not to intrude,
Yes.
but the lag is incredibly bad. I'm just gonna stop and restart Discord real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
That's
Yeah.
How you guys can make $1 million without busting the bank.
Exactly.
Oh wait.
Thank you for that.
OnlyFans.
That was-
Cut. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
We
didn't
were
know
talking
that
about
was-
cats, weren't we? Yeah,
We were talking
guy,
about-
lag
we
bad.
were talking about how to get rich really quick.
Yeah.
Exactly, but
All the
I
crypto
guess-
bros will
I
love
guess
this.
we can just repeat ourselves, but you know, let's just go back.
Buy
to
Dogecoin! Buy Dogecoin!
No, no, don't.
That is not financial advice.
Buy
That is not-
Hawk
that is not
Speaking of
viable.
crypto,
Buy
I
Hawk
fucking
Tour
hate-
coin.
I fucking hate YouTube's thing that they don't monitor the since you can be a registered advertiser and you get your like fucking sponsored ad videos on people's feeds, and they don't monitor those at all. I've been getting things that are like the only things I've followed in there, because you have to follow some of them, are animals and food, and I get fucking Swedish restaurant business promoting crypto coin.
What?
Yeah, because it's like you can just put whatever fucking category in there if you're a registered advertiser. YouTube just doesn't care.
Bruh.
Meanwhile, you put a bit of anime titty and your video is immediately taken down or some shit.
Going like the wind.
Oh boy.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. But yeah, back to
Yeah.
cats. We were talking about cats painted on shields. by
Yeah.
I was supposed to check who did that, but I forgot.
Yeah,
said it was-
basically, like, there's a lot of like militaries that ended up using animals to, you know, advance in wars, or you know, or even like to do something like, I think that was in Nigeria or something like that. They kind of trained a badger to recognize mines, and
Yeah.
she basically like not completely, but she did took out like a fuck ton of mines that, you know, that were there on, or you know, World War II or whatever. And she even got like a little medal, and she got to be
Aw,
retired and
that's
stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, they also use rats to detect mines quite a lot.
Yes.
Because rats are too light to set off the mines and they have very good sense of smell.
Have you seen the pigeon that got like it was a carrier pigeon during, I think it was World War One, that got like a medal as well?
I'm
for
pretty sure they
securing-
made a movie about the carrier pigeons in World War One, like a animated movie.
I think
Wouldn't surprise me.
so.
Because I remember like when I used to play Battlefield 1 a lot, I used to just replay that
Yeah,
game
it's called
as much as I
it's
wanted.
called Valiant, and I think it's a Pixar movie of carrier pigeons during World War One, and for some fucking reason the pigeon is wearing an American World War II helmet.
Oh. I thought you were about to say the
Why
pigeon was
do you
played by
think-
Chris Pratt.
Pigeons
No,
and,
it was
uh,
before Chris
and-
Pratt's time.
Oh.
But yeah, the
Apparently-
carrier pigeons were a huge thing during World War One.
Hmm.
Apparently, I think it was during World War II. There was a project, like I think in the UK, that was like, okay, we're gonna create a missile, but for it to be able to go to the specific target that we need, we're gonna put pigeons inside of it, so that the pigeons are gonna fly towards the thing that we need them to.
There's an
I
even
think I know
better
about
one.
that.
So when Americans were first trying to develop guided munitions,
Yeah.
one method to do the guidance that they would use is they would have a screen, because they couldn't like figure out how it would actually like steer directly from the target screen. So they had chicken in the warhead who would peck the correct button that would light up.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, have you know about the Soviet dog one? as
Oh
well.
yeah, the
Yeah,
dog-
so
the
yeah,
dog
they
ones.
they train dogs to go underneath tanks and blow them up. But the problem is they train them with their own tanks, and then it blew up their own tanks.
Except the
instead.
dogs got scared and went back to their handlers.
Yeah,
Yep.
Good riddance.
yeah. So
Yeah.
big brain
There was
Soviet
also, like,
moment.
There was also like during World War II, the Americans tried to like strap firebombs in the bats so they would roost in
Yes,
Japanese houses,
yes.
but that never went anywhere. That's actually inspired by what a little-known guy called Genghis Khan once did. He was besieging a Chinese city, and in order to leave, he ordered like obviously people at that time in China would keep a lot of birds, like
Lag's happening again, guys.
pigeons and stuff for eating and eggs and things. They did that each family gave him, I think it was 2 or 3 birds. So what he then did, he strapped like burning pieces onto the birds, like burning pieces of fabric, and they would fly back to their homes and just
Oh,
set the entire
jeez.
city on fire.
Bro was.
These guys
Yeah.
really.
Genghis Khan stood in business.
Guess who's having major lag again? Me.
There's also
Yay.
oh yeah, it's like it's a myth. It's a myth, but it's like every third person is related to Genghis Khan. Yeah.
Definitely most likely Speedy. Let's be honest. It's
Yeah.
definitely most likely
Actually,
Speedy, wherever he is.
it could also be me because the Finnish people are originally from the Central Asian steppe.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So basically, you and Speedy are stepbrothers now. Since
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I don't think.
What are
I
you
assume
doing,
it's not
step
10%,
bro?
It's just Mongol blood.
Yeah,
Right?
so like
Because the Mongol-
Genghis Khan did have like over 1,000 children.
Right.
I mean, why not? You're the king of the world.
I guess there's contraception isn't a thing then. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
he definitely isn't taking care of any of them.
Oh. Oh, absolutely.
Does anybody else want to record the episode? It keeps lagging my Discord really badly.
Is this brother not been
Sorry,
recording?
Speedy.
The Discord, it's just lagging like constantly, like every 5 words. It's just like nah.
Record? Or-
This guy.
Consumer, can you record a bit?
Yeah, so Genghis had 4 recognized children with his several hundreds, up to several thousands of children
That's
in
just
total.
If you are like a ruler, a king, I get it, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Why would
Nah,
you-
bro, because he's not even taking care of any of them, bro. Bro,
I mean,
is just-
the-
Bro's not even paying child support.
There was a
Take care of
time
them.
when the Chinese emperor had 2,000 concubines. So, you know.
that's just ridiculous, bro.
I mean,
That's just.
All right, guys, I'm gonna stop the recording right here.
I think you're I think he's compensating for something there, you know. But
I just
I'm
stopped the
recording now. Let's just hope this
Okay.
doesn't come
Okay.
too scum.
Let's hope it doesn't go bad. this
let,
time.
let us know when you start recording.
Yeah.
Oh, I already am. Lol.
Okay, so that's how you become a trillionaire. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna repeat myself. That's how you become a trillionaire. Okay,
Yeah. Do
What?
exactly that, guys. Do exactly.
do exactly
guys.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's about the Chinese emperor's concubines. There's currently an airing anime sort of about that.
Oh, Mao Mao.
Because yeah, the second season of Apothecary Diary started yesterday. The first episode was very, very good.
Oh, nice, nice.
Not
It's-
to get
it's not
political
about
or
it.
anything, but that's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. 50.
Mama is
Why
not.
Why?
Yeah, Mama is not a concubine in the anime though. She's a servant girl. But it takes place in the real palace where the Emperor of China keeps his songbirds and pretty flowers, also known as his concubines.
Oh boy.
See, I don't
I
even
think it-
understand that logistically. Like, you can't even like think about that many people, right? You can't even
It's,
conceptualize that many humans.
It's
I think
like
it's the.
they
how can I say
basically
that?
had
It's a
like
power move.
It was the same
Exactly.
basically everywhere.
Power
Like
move.
it was political things like defeated countries would give him a concubine and he would only actually visit a couple of the concubines who were like considered the top concubines who he actually liked.
Yeah, 'cause
But
I'm
they,
like,
like,
So the other
you
can't
concubines,
even, like,
so the
have a
other
relationship,
concubines
like,
would like
in the
just
basic
chill there,
sense.
you know. They would just.
I
be
don't
like-
know. I don't know how many it was in the anime.
because he doesn't.
four
There's
of the
no way he even knows their
concubines
names, right? There's
specifically.
no way bro
Nope.
can remember that many names. Like,
No.
Okay, concubine number 57. Come here.
he's like, hey, yo, 57. Yo, yo.
Yeah, it was literally like he would have a few favorites who were considered to be the high-ranking concubines, and then the others were like just there as kind of political prisoners.
Huh.
They were the one that would Hawk 2 spit on that thing.
Oh,
you know?
bro, weesh, silence. Oh, yo.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Oh, cool. It's building
Okay,
that thing.
we should have left that joke in 2024, but
Yeah, it was
yeah.
also like there were apparently some big problems with it because obviously if the concubines are there as political prisoners from defeated countries, like the chances of getting poisoned by one of them.
true.
So that's also one of the reasons why he had like a couple of favorite high-ranking concubines who he would apparently visit weekly.
Damn.
Damn,
Let's
bro.
go, guys.
Bro
Let's
had
go,
a
guys.
schedule.
Time for
He
my
had a
weekly.
schedule.
For my
If you have
weekly.
fucking 200 wives, you gotta have a schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, oh,
So
fuck,
okay,
late for wife
this week
number 7.
Patricia,
Let's
next
go.
week Gerald. Wait,
Yeah, admittedly, if you are the divine emperor, I don't think anybody cares if you don't show up one
To be
week.
fair,
True.
both my dad's dad had 4 wives.
Jesus.
God dang.
Yeah.
Hey, 4 wives.
My mum's dad had
Damn.
2.
No, but like you mean in a poly romantic situation or how's the?
What do you
Like
mean?
at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
Bro,
I want to
Code
get. I
Geass is
want
a
to do
thing.
something
We all
like.
need to,
I want
we
to
all
do
need to
something
step
like
up
that.
our
as well.
game, apparently.
Exactly. We need to step up our game. Come on.
Yeah.
Very big families. That's another reason why Nigeria's
got it
population is
easy.
so high, bro. They just keep pumping them out. They're like,
Admittedly,
Like
like
a
even
production line.
one child in this economy, fuck no.
Bro, I'm not having kids. I'm not,
average person in
I-
Nigeria
I
lives off of
can't.
£1. Like, it's simple. It's simple, bro. A pound there, a pound there, a pound there. Boom, 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 boom.
Pounding there, pounding there.
There's certainly a lot of pounding there. There's certainly.
It's true.
Fucking
It's
hell.
true.
Oh, boy. God damn it.
Oh, that's wild, man.
So is
That's
Mao
fucking
Mao
wild.
yeah.
season 2 started?
Yes, Mama season 2 started yesterday, and it's really good.
Nice.
What's Mau Mau
it-
about?
It's the Apothecary Diary. It's basically a servant
Ah,
girl
okay,
who is like she is the daughter of an apothecary, and she gets
No,
yeah,
no,
Kim-
no. I thought that Mau Mau was like a different anime.
no, it's Apothecary Diaries. So
Okay,
then she
okay.
goes into the Rhea Palace and starts doing shit. It's really fun.
Oh boy.
I also love that, like, usually if you know when anime swaps to a second season, there's
Yeah.
usually it's like the first few episodes are kind of weird in the start of
Yes.
the second season. But I feel like the Apothecary Diaries, like, because every episode is kind of like its own little self-contained, because they're like
Yes.
mysteries in every episode, kind of like detective novel stuff, and that it helps it feel more connected to the first season.
Okay.
Quick thought. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but in anime at least in anime, the second season is almost always the worst one. Like in terms
Yeah,
of-
weirdly.
I don't know
yes.
why. I don't know why. But
I don't
if
watch
you,
enough
if you
anime
really
to comment on
The
that.
only one that kind of comes to mind where the first season is the worst is Mob Psycho.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was
It-
pretty
it-
good.
It's pretty good, but it sort of clicks into gear in season 2. Like it like the actual main story starts to advance from season 2, and the first
Wait,
one's
here's
kind
the
of
thing.
more
I'm
like a
not even.
prologue.
I'm not even saying in terms of story, but in terms of
Oh.
quality. You know, you would
Oh,
expect
yeah.
that if let's say something like One Punch Man.
Oh, the
Um,
second season is so
great
much worse in
success,
production
you know?
quality.
Great success. The story is incredible. But then you have season 2 that introduces, like, I think that in terms of story, season 2 is 100 times better than season 1 of One Punch Man. But the
Oh.
quality is
The
it's
production
clear that-
quality in season 2 is just not good.
Yeah, exactly.
Just switching
Oh,
studios. though.
guys,
It is
I have
studios.
I have
Yeah.
an announcement to make. Komi Card Communicate
coming
will
out.
end in 3 more
Yeah,
chapters.
Yep.
I saw,
Yeah,
man.
Komi's and
That's
I
still
just saw
still
that
going
now.
on.
Yeah. I mean,
What?
to be fair,
Jujutsu
I know.
Kaisen is ending. I think Black Clover is ending.
yes.
Yo,
A lot of
I
there's a
keep
shit ton of
thinking
stuff.
A lot
this.
of romance manga are ending right now. I
Yeah,
think.
there's a lot of stuff ending.
I keep thinking this for Shonen Jump specifically. When One Piece ends, they're finished, bro. Cause like, there's nothing new
Could
coming
be.
out, and there's literally. When was
Yeah.
the last like big?
No, I mean,
Freerun maybe.
there
Well,
are
Freerun
coming
is
new,
started
you
in
know?
like 2016, right, or whatever.
Yeah,
And that's in a
Freerun
different
isn't-
magazine.
Is Freerun even on Shonen Jump?
No, I think
I
it's on
don't- I don't think-
Shonen Sunday. Like
Yeah.
it is on a different. But like, I don't
The-
feel
the-
like there are a
I-
lot of new big IPs coming out in general. For anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Even
consumer that-
Chainsaw Man, right?
There are a lot of new mangas coming out, but the real thing would be like, oh, we are gonna lose like one of our greatest IP ever. How
Yeah,
can
like-
you like we don't have anything that can replace
If
that.
you
I think
think
that
about
But
would-
it's just
Shonen Jump's
anything
promotional
big in
material.
general.
Yeah, like if you just think about Shonen Jump's promotional material, Luffy is always the middle character there. Like the fucking the Shonen Jump magazine in the week My Hero Academia ended had Luffy in the cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
but
boy.
even My Hero's gone, JJK is gone. Like,
Hey,
what
guys,
do they have
guys,
left, bro?
guys! I have an idea. 2 Piece.
I was about to say.
Yeah, they're
There's
going to
like-
have to, bro. It's gonna be
Looking
awful.
looking at the actual Shonen Jump like thing, they currently the only characters actually recognized from I mean there's the Sakamoto Days guy, but
Yeah.
they have the guy from Kagurabachi whose name
That
I
guy
fucking
has some
remember.
potential.
And then there's the little kid from the Elusive Samurai.
Oh,
I have
I
a brilliant
forgot.
idea, guys.
That's a lot bigger in
I have a
Japan.
brilliant idea, guys.
We
One
write a
Piece
manga?
Isekai.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
apparently I'm actually surprised.
I'll do
I'm-
that.
I was
I'm
looking
very
for the One
surprised
Piece,
the,
but I got teleported into another world, and now
The-
I am a mage.
on like the
Luffy
Shonen,
is a-
Shonen Jump.
Luffy is a-
Made Luffy with Gear 5.
Shonen Jump's fucking opening screen thing doesn't have anyone from Chainsaw Man, which is really weird.
Yeah, but Chainsaw Man isn't on Shonen Weekly Jump.
Oh,
It's
it's
on.
not.
the online
It's
magazine.
the monthly one, no? Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
So it's not like, so I guess it kind of works, but I don't think it doesn't technically count as the main roster.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
kind of like
that-
Spy
what-
Family as well as technically all under there.
Yeah.
too.
I think, Consumer, I think what's gonna happen is that either they maybe Shonen Jump is gonna see something that they think it's gonna have the potential to become the next big thing, and then it's gonna start
Oh,
pushing that
no.
more. Or who knows? Maybe someone out there in Japan is cooking the greatest manga of
Yeah.
and
all
we've
time.
just
and
not
it's
seen
gonna
it
be
yet,
re-
and it just pops
Exactly.
up, boom. I guess that's
Exactly.
possible.
The
But the
reason
thing as
really
well is
big ones
manga
was,
getting
like,
so much shorter these days. Like,
Yeah,
True,
it is.
true.
Like,
how long
Demon
is that
Slayer
even?
is really fucking short.
Yeah.
Admittedly,
You
Demon
know what's
Slayer
really
also
funny,
felt
right?
really hard.
In like, I think JJK lasted for about 6-ish years, but like there was a
think
good
so.
period of time when JJK was entering its last arc. One Piece was still in Wano. One Piece was
Yeah.
in Wano 4 years. That was like
Yep.
like 80% of JJK's run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like,
these
One
series
Piece
are
has
not that
single
long these
arcs
days.
that are longer than the entire fucking series.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I think like even though I haven't watched One Piece, yes, it's on my list of goals for 2025 to watch One Piece. By the way,
Read.
and
Nice.
and
Do both.
sometimes I think about how there are people that they were like in the 90s, they were teenagers and they were reading One Piece, and nowadays they're adults and maybe
Yeah.
their kids are reading One Piece.
Yeah.
I'm like, the mind fuck that would be.
You know
to
what's
have a
crazy?
series.
Oda was
Yeah, yeah.
22 when he started writing One Piece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
approaching.
How old
He's
is he now?
pushing 50 now. He's pushing 50. He's like late 40s.
Like, how can someone keep pumping up so much content? That's what I would love to know. Like
It's
you
also
like-
Eiichiro Oda is turning 50 this year. He has
Woo!
turned 50. His birthday was the 1st of January this year.
Oh, rip.
because okay, here's one thing to Shizen Consumer, since you guys have watched / read One Piece. Do you
I
guys
think we've
ever
both done
felt
both.
that the story is repetitive? Not repetitive. Yeah, maybe repetitive is the word. Because of with everything that has happened. Do you guys think that maybe okay, he could have cut some stuff. To
Oh
make
yeah,
the
well,
story-
I do think it could be
Yeah,
short.
yeah.
I do think it could be a bit shorter, but I also
Like
think
there are some
Or is-
bits that are like feel very stretched out,
I agree.
but
That's what I agree.
but it's like I think the most incredible thing about One Piece is that like how early on you get some shit foreshadowed and then they happen later. Like the kinds of fucking notes Oda had to have even early on in One Piece is insane.
I think the type
I
of
don't know.
He's just making
could
it up
be
as
that
it
he
goes
just drew
along.
It could be something that he just drew something and then a few years later, oh, I could do something with this. I
That's
don't
also
know.
true.
Yeah.
but he
but he-
integrates
What
it
is-
so well.
What if he's just making it up as he goes along?
I don't know.
It
just
could
no,
be at
because
a
that's
certain
like
level,
that's how I feel about some other. That's how I feel about Bleach. That's how I feel when I read
No,
Bleach.
I-
Like,
I-
I know
I
the difference
100%
between when I
agree.
read a story like that when I read this one. Like
Yeah.
it
Because
just
it's
feels like stuff just happens in those ones. Like it just
the
occurs.
shit that they talk about
Yeah.
in One Piece, like in Skypiea, which is like episode 150 something, stuff that isn't relevant until 1,000 episodes later in the anime, like tens of like 10 years later, 15 years later. So
Well, I
that
would say,
kind
though-
of, that kind of like shows you that he isn't just making shit up. But
Yeah.
I would assume that some of the stuff is that he went like, oh, I did this like I did this years ago. I could maybe do something with it now. Like he talked about shit. He had ideas that he wanted to do with something later, but I don't think he probably had the exact plan. Of
Yeah,
what's
that's
now
what I
happening.
think. He has like
that would
the
be fucking
broad
impossible.
idea, and then
Yeah,
he'll just.
that would be impossible. Just
Well, I
to
would
pull it
say
out.
though, it's
even there, even there, it's so like mind blowing to me the fact that you can do something like that for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like with
fucking insane.
comics, if you are good, you get 1 year on one series, maybe if you're good. I think that the longest run I've seen someone be on was 12 years, and that's
Oh, wow.
something very
BRB.
out of the world for comic books.
And a bit, bro.
But again, 30 years on something. I'm like, how can you do that?
Yeah.
How can you keep pumping
Yeah.
content?
But I think One Piece's structure, because every new island is like a reset of sorts, so you can just decide to do something random at each arc, right?
Yeah,
So-
that's the cool thing with
I
One
see,
Piece
I
is that
see.
every island is its like little self-contained world, so that gives a huge amount of creative freedom.
like I love
Like the-
Elbaf we're in right now. It's just like with giants and stuff. Last place, like giant like Norse sort of aesthetic. Last one was like a futuristic island, Egghead. So
Yeah,
like,
last one was like in
So-
holograms and laser guns.
The arcs on One Piece are named after the islands.
Yeah,
Is
they're
that
named
what
after
I'm
the
supposed
island.
to
Or
know?
there are sagas which is like contain
Yeah.
several arcs, which are usually named after the final arc. Like there's the Alabasta saga, which starts very early and they go through several islands, but they end up in Arabasta and like
Yeah.
deal with the stuff that's happening there.
yeah.
But it's the
I
actual
see.
arc is always named after. Well, I think not always, because like Whole Cake takes place on multiple islands, but
Totoland. Yeah.
they're all like it's the area is called Totoland, but it's like Whole Cake is the like primary island on that area, but they don't spend all the time there.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
But it's usually based, like the name is usually around where they are. And places like Wano is like, some of them are so big that you can't really call them islands anymore at this point. It's like saying Australia is an island.
It's a fucking planet at this point.
Yeah,
it's like someone actually calculated the One Piece world is like 8 times bigger than Earth or some shit.
Damn.
Based on the like time, based on the distance traveled, it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
boy.
But it sometimes makes me wonder. There's no way they travel this in 2 years, bro. I don't know how fast that boat is moving, but I'm like, I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's
It's
possible.
breaking.
guys.
It's breaking the speed of light here.
Everything, like canonically, everything past time skip happened in 3 months. That's
Yeah,
just
that's
impossible. Yeah.
So that's like in real time. That's like the last 12 years or whatever of manga is
Yeah.
like 3 months
Yeah.
in their time.
Yeah. That's just not a thing.
Oh man. But
What?
that, yeah, I don't know. I just
so much.
don't know what like Jump is going to do.
The One Piece world is 2.7 times bigger than our world according to the distance traveled. And they still aren't across, like they still aren't around the whole place, so it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh boy. Do you
Because-
guys? Okay. Do you
Like
guys
the journey of One
have
Piece takes them around the world.
like any theories or ideas of what the actual One Piece is?
Yes.
Like, is that something that has been hinted to the story?
Yeah, there are a few
or-
theories.
It's been hinted a few times, and it's kind of theorized.
Mhm.
Like, do you want spoilers for what the theories are?
Just
I mean,
just do no
sure.
context. I'm sure like
So
I'm probably not gonna remember it because I have a terrible memory. so
there's a
fuck.
period of history that's missing in One Piece, and the theory is that the actual One Piece is the recorded history of the like lost 100 years.
but there's definitely more there though, isn't it?
There has to be more, but that's probably a big part of it because it's
Yeah.
like the pursuit of truth is like a really big part in One Piece.
Yeah.
And there's like, it's called the Void Century. It's literally 100 years of history that's been wiped off any records.
Yeah.
And even people who can read language from that time are getting killed because nobody wants this time
Yeah.
like time period to come
And-
to light.
What would be like the? How can I say that? Let's say that someone if that's the One Piece, and someone finds it. Like, what can they do with that? Like, is it something like, oh, we can control the world with this information?
The only person who has ever found it is Goldie Roger, and basically he became the freest man on the planet, and that's what.
And then
made
he
him the pirate king.
died.
Then he died of getting a flu.
But they also
Oh,
did
boy.
say he wasn't the right person to do whatever was meant to be done, which
He
seemingly
wasn't the
will
right
be
per-
Luffy. And why
Yeah,
we
but
do
the-
say it's a good time to get into One Piece now is we are 100% so close to it because
I think Oda said we are two-thirds of the way through One Piece.
I think we're further
Nice.
than that because we're in final.
That's-
But it's
That's what
what
he said.
1200.
He said that it's gonna be like 2 or 3 more arcs, but they're gonna be at least as long as Wano.
Oh
I
god,
see,
I
I
don't
see.
think that man has it in him, bro. He'll die. He'll be like 70 by then. But
I think
why-
he has some type of plan that if he dies, they're gonna be able to.
Yeah,
finish the story.
probably.
how I like to explain where One Piece is now is we have these
by the-
things called like
By
the
the
road
end of
poneglyphs.
Wano, Oda said that he wanted to finish it in 5 years, but
Which
said
is like
that we're
now.
said that we're about 2/3 of the. It was Wano ended in 2022, so it would be 3
it's
more
3
years
years
of One
ago.
Piece. But he
Okay.
did say
We're
he
not
did
ending in 2
also
years.
say that
We spent like
he's-
3
he's-
years in Egghead.
last year he has also said that One Piece is unlikely to end before 2030.
Yeah, I don't see how it
2030?
does.
Damn.
No, it'll end.
It will end
I don't
when it's
actually
ready
know.
to end.
Well,
Yeah.
what I will
I'm
say
gonna
is we're
say
so
2028.
close to the One Piece, right? In One
Yeah.
Piece, you have these
I will
things
be
called
very sad though if we never go to visit the Island of Snipers, because everything Usopp has ever said has come to pass. And the only thing that so far hasn't is the Island of Snipers when
That's
he became
true.
Sogeking.
So like in One Piece, there are these things called like the road poneglyphs. So like Cheese was talking about like the stones already with the history. You have red ones which have like coordinates, right? There are four of
For the
them in
last
total,
island.
and when you get all four and connect them together, they create like an X, which will mark where the One Piece is, right? We have 3 out of 4 of those, so we only need to find one more to like go there. What?
Ooh,
Yeah, but
okay.
realistically, you would only need to find 2 that connect to each other like diagonally because you can just
True,
go
and then you go in the
out.
middle. Yeah.
You
But
can
we don't
just
think
go
like that. But
Yeah, we
I'm
don't think like
certain the 4th one has to be on Elbaf where we are right
Yeah,
now. There's
I would
no
think
way it's
so.
not there.
And we've already seen one of the ancient weapons in Wano. It's
But
Yes,
is that
yes,
the
that's
only
true. And
theory,
another
or
one in
Are
Fishman.
there other
Yeah.
theories about?
Well,
like,
one
there
of my
are so
favorite
many
ones
theories.
is the One Piece is referring to like they destroy the red line. So in One Piece,
Yeah.
the world is separated in 4, but it's separate. Let's just say it's separated in 2, right?
Yeah.
One line is like this red line, which is this massive mountain that goes all the way around
it's
the
the only
circumference.
quote-unquote continent, and it
Yeah.
goes around the entire world.
And it essentially is part of like what segregates and like isolates different areas, right?
Yeah,
One
you-
of person's
You have the new world, which is like the really dangerous area where you need to be able to you need to be strong enough to be able to cross red line, and then you can get to the new world. And the old world is like a peaceful
Paradise.
side. Yeah.
I see.
But one theory is like
Um,
they destroy the whole thing, right? So all of the seas
Yeah.
are like connected together. Like the red line as well is important because that's where like the world nobles and stuff like. So all the people like
Yeah.
oppressing everyone live there, and it also like is sort of I don't know. I just quite like that theory.
There's huge fortresses preventing people from crossing the red line and stuff. So one theory is that they would destroy the red line. Also, there's like so many mysteries in One Piece that have still maintained like the fucking D. There are so
Yeah,
many
that's true.
characters who have a D in their name. Like Luffy is Monkey D. Luffy. And
Trafalgar D.
nobody knows what that means. Nobody
I know
knows
what that
D-
means. Woo!
Let's get that D. Boy. It's like it's
What
hinted
if
like
his middle name is
people-
just like Daniel?
It's like people
No,
who have
bro,
the D in
that'd be
their
so
name are the enemies of gods and stuff like that, but nobody actually knows what it means.
Oh boy.
And
And
it's like
do you guys
universal.
Because I cannot help but imagine that even though I don't think that One Piece is gonna have like a terrible ending or anything, but I there's still that thing that I don't think that everyone's gonna like the end.
I feel like
Are you
Luffy's
guys
gonna die at
afraid
the end.
that-
I feel
are you
like
guys
there's a
afraid
chance he
that,
does.
Yeah.
No, but are you guys like afraid that okay, what if the story doesn't end as good as like for example, going back to Attack on Titan one more time because
we go
I need
again.
to
Oh,
mention
boy.
that every time. Here we go again. Like you have a lot of people that were expecting a different ending for Attack on Titan because it was a series that they dedicate like a ton of time and stuff like that.
I feel like
Like, I
Attack
can
on
only
Titan's ending
imagine-
was foreshadowed like very early on that this is how it would end. I
What
don't
makes
see
you
that-
say that?
Yeah. I mean, it's it needed to end something like that. Like you
Yeah.
can imagine a different, like you can imagine like a happy ending on Attack.
Yeah,
on
the only thing that
But-
kind of bothers me about the ending is it's gonna repeat itself again after these spaceships flew across the sky.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Keith,
that
what
was
made
weird.
you
what I'm-
what made you
what I'm trying
think
to
that
say is
that
more like,
Attack on Titan was going to end in that way?
I mean,
Me?
you can very soon, like as it starts, once Eren starts to get all the Titan powers. First of all, you already know that he's gonna die at the end of it because his time's
yeah.
gonna run out.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
And it's
even
like-
like though I
There's,
think the first
so much
season
there's so much
kinda
shit
get
about like Eren gets all these cool powers that he never wants to share with anyone. The only like
'Cause he
probably unexpected
sucks.
thing was the fucking time seeing through the time and time travel shit. Like that was probably the only weird one.
Rumbling.
No, but because my fear is that with something as big and as important as One Piece, let's say the ending it's good, but maybe a part of the fan base doesn't like it, or maybe
Yeah,
bro,
but basically,
It just can't
we've
be bad.
Yeah, we've seen what happened
Exactly.
when the Pirate King Goldie Roger, who was the first person to ever reach the final island, we have seen how that went, and I would imagine it's going to reflect that.
Yeah, oh, bro, the amount of hype when that because there's a chapter where we don't see what the Pirate King sees, but we see him finding the One Piece, and it's just like he laughed.
Yeah.
The hype,
Crazy.
Wait, is that the guy with the mustaches like that?
yeah. Oh, you brought
Ah, okay.
Well, no, that's
I
Whitebeard.
saw the,
That's Whitebeard. I'll
good.
find you a
Okay,
picture
good.
of Goldie Roger. He was the Pirate King.
His mustache, I
Also-
think, goes down the way.
No,
okay,
it
okay.
still goes up, but it's not as big as
Oh.
Whitebeard's. Whitebeard has the he has the mustache that's fucking Date Masamune's helmet thing. That is the Pirate King.
Rumbling.
It's uploading. There we go.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
he is Gold Roger, the Pirate King.
He looks
Oh,
a lot
shit,
like that character Ace. Is it Ace?
He does. He also looks surprisingly much like a
Like
few other
Luffy, too.
characters. Like he also he kind of looks like Shanks and Luffy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But it's Oda's style that a lot of characters like share very similar features.
Yeah,
But not all the
remember seeing a lot
characters,
of
because One Piece is notable for its
some of-
ridiculous character
Yeah.
designs, bro.
It's like I think someone compared, and the closest one to Roger is actually Trafalgar Law, and they are in no way related.
Oh boy. Well, I was just trying to say that. Are you guys worried about the ending, or like, do you guys think that there's a chance that it's bad, or
Nah, bro.
whatever the ending
I
is,
don't
you
see
guys
it
think that's
being
gonna be
bad
good?
given like the direction.
Especially
that's
Final
all.
Saga has just been so good. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've purposefully not gone into Elbaf in the manga yet because I know that I
God,
want
it's
to
so
read
much
it
fun.
all, but I might have to start it because it's probably going to be another fucking 3 years until it's
Oh yeah, I forgot the anime is on break, isn't it, for quite a while?
I think the anime is on break. I don't know. I haven't actually caught up with the anime right now.
I
I'm still
did,
like
I
halfway
did see
through.
something that the
Egghead.
anime that One Piece did go on break. I'm like, huh? One Piece break? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went for like,
Yeah.
is this 6 months? It was a really long time. It's going on
It's
break
a long
for
break. It's a long break.
a really long time.
Let's see.
No.
It is a 6-month break. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
6
Well,
months without One Piece. What's wrong with the universe?
The reason why I brought up the whole ending thing, you know, and fans getting mad, is because I saw on Twitter, I think the other day, that some fans of Jujutsu Kaisen that they did not like the ending at all. They are kind of like doing an alternative ending for the story.
I feel
using,
like
you know,
I feel
artists,
like the
AI and stuff like that.
what happened with Jujutsu Kaisen is that Gege kind of like caved under the
Without
pressure.
spoilers, please. I'm gonna read it eventually.
I'm not spoiling anything, but it's like
No, no, yeah,
there's so much shit that was concrete and that just gets written over because the fans didn't like it towards the end.
Yeah.
And I feel like
But I
Gege kind of
think,
caved under the pressure, which is understandable because Jujutsu Kaisen fans, especially on Twitter, are fucking unhinged. Like some
Yeah.
of the shit people have
Any
sent
fan
to
base
Gege's.
on Twitter is unhinged. Any fan base.
Yeah.
On Twitter is unhinged.
It's like I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen was probably the worst one in terms of like sending death threats and shit like that
Yeah.
to the author
Why? What's wrong with people?
because they don't like what's happening in the manga. Me.
But Gojo's so
What?
kawaii.
You
Gojo
didn't
kawaii
draw
desu.
Gojo giving back shots to every character in the story. I hate you.
Honestly, like Gojo is a really good character, but Gege already wrote himself into a back where he had to kill Gojo.
Oh
Because
damn! I didn't know Gojo. Oh, actually, I do remember that. I just forgot that happened.
you can't have the strongest character in the entire series be that active and not have to kill them off at some point.
I guess that's why they always kill off the mentors, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean,
if you have a character who's so strong that he is literally considered a god, you have to do something about it. Like,
But he
either
was just
they
locked
lose
in a
their
box
power
for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah,
It
he
was-
got locked.
like
he got locked.
there's a lot of shit about trying to deal with the fact that Gojo even exists in the universe. It's like because imagine if Whitebeard was an active member of the Straw Hats. That's the kind of situation Gege got himself into.
Hmm. Fair.
But it's not terrible, you know, because you can do stories like we talked.
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
the past
Obviously,
episodes.
you can do stories like that, like of
One Punch Man.
Eminence in Shadow.
One Punch Man, for example. Like One Punch Man, he is
Eminence, yeah.
the strongest character.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a parody thing. It takes the mickey out of him being the most powerful character.
Yeah, but
I
but
mean-
for an example, even Goku, you have someone like Goku.
Mob.
Yeah.
He's strong. Mob as well. You know, you can do
Yeah,
stories with characters.
It's like
that.
you need some kind of a balancing act. Like for example, with Luffy, it's a lot of times like he needs to protect someone else, or like he has to grow and get, like Ichigo, for example. Ichigo has to train and get that powerful, and at the end of it, he's like at the end of normal Bleach, he's the most powerful character.
Until he gets nerfed, because there's no way he's the most powerful in
I
House
don't know
Saga or
about
whatever.
that. I don't think that he's the strongest character at the end of.
You think
the
Aizen's stronger? Who do you think's stronger?
No, Aizen's not stronger than.
No,
Aizen's so strong though, bro.
Of the characters we've seen at the end of normal Bleach, he is the strongest.
But are you counting like his?
Oh, he means his
last
thingy
Safaki
form.
or
The
His final Getsuga Tensho form and the one before that, with the chain on his arm.
like
I
I
don't
don't
think all
like
the characters we
counting
have
those.
seen.
You know, I don't like.
because it's
counting
just a
those
short
when Boru's
moment as
killing
well.
Ichigo.
Yeah, but it's
Because
like he's built up to that moment. Like that's what I'm trying to get. Like he's built up
Yeah.
to being that powerful. But from the get go, like Gojo is already the god.
Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
I see. Okay.
And like obviously with I think One Sensei is probably still the best one at writing stupidly overpowered characters with
Yeah.
Saitama and Mob. Because they have like something that brings them down. Like,
Well,
obviously,
you've clearly never watched an isekai before, bro, because they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're pretty good at it too.
Actually,
Kirito, my guy.
I want to talk about Isekai after this tangent.
I really
Wow.
want to. But
Yeah.
English,
Yes,
stop,
Speedy?
never mind. English, like my English.
Uh,
Doctor House being reincarnated as the Isekai
so-
girl.
so that, like,
Oh yes, I heard of
I
that.
want that to be real.
I wonder if like that can never happen because no one's ever gonna sell you the fucking license for it.
That
Like,
would
you
be
can't buy the
so
IP.
incredibly funny. It'll be
They could just do
unreal.
the thing where
That-
obviously it's him, right? But they don't say
Yeah.
his name.
Yeah, they
you
could,
know.
they could.
yeah.
But it's
Or they
like,
call him
All
Dr.
his
Hausu.
characteristics.
Wait, she's
Host
how do you say house in Japanese?
Just if you say it in Japanese, it would be yeah, or like like yeah, is basically the word for house, but you could also technically say house.
No, but for an example, you have like in Dragon Ball, you have let's say characters like Kakarot, Gohan that are kind of like inspired by fruits and stuff like. What if you do something like that with Doctor House? So
Yeah, I mean,
you
you
name
could.
him, like you
I mean,
name
of
him
course-
like
of course
the
in,
translated version of
In
Japanese.
Dragon Ball Z, for example, Son Goku is literally the Japanese name for Sun
Exactly,
Wukong.
exactly. God damn it.
Call him
In terms of
Dr.
like stupidly
House,
overpowered
Dr.
characters, I feel like One Sensei does it really well because they have some other element that kind of prevents that character from fully utilizing the god, like the world-ending power.
What,
Like, for
what
example,
prevents Saitama from doing it in?
Kill the Deep Sea King.
What prevents Saitama from using his powers again? Because I haven't read
He's
One
been-
Punch
No,
Man in a
he
little
hate
while.
his
basically
feelings.
uses his power. That's the thing.
He uses his powers, but the whole point is that that power doesn't give him any kind of fulfillment. So he's like the journey is that he tries to find fulfillment and meaning in his life rather than just being super strong.
And he also
'cause
shows
I-
up at the last
I don't-
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't read One Punch Man for the deep story. I read it because I like the funny shit that happens in it. That's the
So,
only thing I
like,
care about
so
in the action.
In Mob Psycho, like Mob is super anxious and he has like huge problems of being in like
I
fitting
read
into
something.
society and
I
stuff
read
like that.
something. So I watched a video that like was like talking about Mob Psycho, and it was like how he's like potentially autistic because he
I
shows
mean,
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of the traits
he
of it.
probably is, but there's like a big thing in Mob Psycho
Or
where he
just
gets
some
super
sort of
anxious and
social anxiety.
like he wants to fit into society and he doesn't think that his
Society.
psychic powers make him special in any way.
Society.
And
Ah.
he wants to better himself as a person because like the big story is like other psychics things like they're fucking gods and they're better than everyone else because they're psychic. And then Mob
Yeah.
just wants to be the
like,
best
guys,
person he can.
I just want
He
to
just
run
wants to
with
be a
the
regular
gym
dude.
bros.
Yeah, he even joins the body improvement club to run with the gym
It's like,
bros. and
guys, I
improve
just want
his
to
physical-
bench 60, bro. I just want to bench one plate,
Yeah,
guys,
like,
please.
bro could
boy.
fucking destroy the planet, and he just still wants to get better at bench pressing, for example.
Please, guys.
Real. Oh wait, speaking of bench pressing stuff, Anime, didn't you join the gym?
Joining next week. Joining
Oh,
next
okay.
I
I thought you
think
were
you
about to
said
say
that last
already quit.
That would
I was
have
about
been
to
so
say,
funny.
damn.
Since you-
let's do that again. Let's put that bit
Okay,
on the
Anime, didn't you
podcast.
join the gym recently?
Already quit.
Already quit, Chris.
But speaking of, since Kosuma mentioned Isekai, I have a gripe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
here
God.
comes the
It's a word I don't
isekai
understand.
hater again.
So there is an anime called Zenshu that literally started.
Oh
before
yeah.
yesterday. It was marketed as like the anime studios finally acknowledging the terrible treatment of the animators and how the working conditions are horrific.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is about 3 minutes from the start of the episode, and then it becomes a fantasy isekai.
No, this
It has
actually.
Yeah,
What?
The first episode has like 3 minutes of the main.
Or did she
character
just die
struggling-
from overwork?
No, she died from eating bad clams. There's like there's a couple of minutes of her struggling to write a storyboard for this new big anime. Like she's being pressured, her boss is horrible, and then she dies of presumably at least dies of food poisoning, and goes into
What?
one of the worlds she helped draw as an anime.
Wait, but
No,
they
that would be
could
cool.
spin that around though. They could spin that around.
They can still spin to the
But-
round, but the
Yeah.
first episode is kind of like.
Proper.
Is it an anime original or is it an actually based off a
I
manga?
think it must be.
I think it's an anime original. Let me find it.
I was gonna
But it's
Google
not
it
Enshu.
like I'm not recording
What's
this pod.
the first
Yeah.
thing you guys would do if you guys get isekai?
Get married, bro.
It's a anime original.
Wait, what?
I get
Okay,
married,
makes
bro.
sense.
I go find the baddest.
I
girl
would try
and
to
marry
become
her,
the
bro.
eminence in shadow.
Oh boy.
Bro,
I
I'm
do
getting
think
wifed up,
Eminence in
bro.
Shadow-
I'm getting
Eminence
wifed up
in
and I'm
Shadow
moving
is
to
a
the
great
countryside.
satire.
Wait, hold on. I think I had an idea for an isekai story.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What if you have like this isekai where basically you have a guy who hates isekai. He's like, let's say he's a
Jeez.
anime critic reviewer or something like that, okay? he hates the thing. He knows all the tropes. He knows everything that's gonna happen in every isekai because by the time, like every isekai that comes up, he already knows what's gonna happen. But he gets isekai'd and like he goes to the most generic isekai word over there, and he has to be like he's like the savior of that word, but he hates it. He hates it. He's like the only way for him to return to our world is that he needs to do the whole isekai journey thing.
Oh, God.
So he
Oh,
he hates
gosh.
every bit of it. But then you could do like a story about, you know, accepting what's different. Maybe just because you don't like it, it doesn't mean that it's bad.
I've
you know,
read a
stuff like
manhwa
that.
kind of like that.
There's a little bit of elements of that in Zenshu as well, because it's the girl who gets isekai is the one who wrote the story she gets isekai into.
Oh, that'd be. Ugh. Imagine you get
it's like
stuck
she-
in one
she-
of your own videos, bro. I'd just cringe.
Yeah.
I'd just cringe so
No,
hard.
no,
Like, get me
no,
out of
no,
here, bro.
no,
Get me
no.
out of here.
It's also like I think she wrote the story. No, it was something she saw as a child, but she knows like everything that's going to happen. She can like there's scenes of her citing what the characters are saying before they're saying it.
You know
Bruh.
what could be?
Mm.
There's this manga that I've started reading the last year. That is like a nisekai about like this elf girl that goes to our world.
Okay.
And like the main character, he used to be able to kind of like unknowingly he could teleport his mind into an isekai world.
John
and,
Carter.
Basically, yeah, exactly. Basically, he had a life there, but he always thought that was a dream. You know, like he know how to speak that language. He know like the stuff about that, but he always thought, oh, that's just something that I'm imagining. You know, that's just my imagination.
The John
And
Carter film was
but then
weird.
one day when he dies in his dream, since he dies with her while they were fighting a dragon, she wakes up in our world as well. You know.
Bro, that's actually kind of hard. That's kind of a cool concept.
Kinda cool.
It is.
There's kinds of elements of that as well in Isekai Oji-san, where the
Guys,
like,
remember when we did the
characters from
Inukai
fantasy
Sun's
world-
dog videos? What if we
No.
do it about that
God.
anime next?
It's not an anime. It was a
Good.
man.
That's mad.
It's
Oh.
a
Did
manga,
you say
it's a manga.
that? Yeah, manga.
Yo, send that to me. That could be a little
That sounds
binge
very
once I
interesting.
finish
I'm
one.
gonna
that
send
to
it
me
on the
too.
group chat.
There's
Please.
It is
also
pretty
Please.
good. It is
Ah.
more on the slice of life though,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
then when she comes to Japan, like he's teaching her how stuff works. Like she sees
Yeah.
cars and she's scared of them. You know, she
I
people
have,
think that
um,
she's like Gyaru because she has blonde hair. You know, stuff like that.
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
something to say about these Konosuba in particular. I'm really like I watched it for the first time and then I bought the mangas and I started reading it. They left out an entire chapter where they go to Japan.
That's
To
very
clear
common.
Kazuma's
That's very common.
browser history.
That's very common in
They go to
anime.
Japan.
Like
I know, but it
Like-
would have been so funny just to see the characters just do that
Wait,
shit.
did they
in the
just
anime
come back,
form. It
or
would
why
be
were
so
they
funny.
there? Were they just
They,
chilling?
they, they
Day
were going to
trip?
clear Kazuma's browser history.
there's also like there's the fact of like would it have been popular in Japan? Like Golden Kamuy does that in the I think it's in
Oh, shit.
volume 2. There's a guy who like obviously the point of Golden Kamuy is to find the criminals, and one of these criminals, like the reason why he's a criminal is because he is trying to find the perfect animal to have sex with.
Oh,
And they
that's
just got that- they-
disgusting.
they
I
got
always
from the anime
feel these
for
Golden
obvious
Kamuy
reasons.
people are so strange.
No.
They're all super weird, but they cut that for obvious reasons from the anime because that would have never made it to television production. There's some very cursed manga panels from that little.
You're just
arc.
looking at that dog like.
He got that dog in him. He got that
He's
dog
like,
in
he's
him.
like, he's like,
Because it's in Hokkaido, his eventual animal that he falls in love
Bear.
with is a bear.
Oh,
makes sense.
He
Makes
tried to
sense.
fuck a bear, man.
ew.
It also weirdly looks like a very flamboyantly gay Teddy Roosevelt. I'm sending you one of the
Roosevelt.
cursed manga panels now. You're welcome.
Bro, he probably died for that nut, you know?
Yeah, I think he does die, but yeah, that arc brought some very cursed things into the manga world.
I feel that Golden Kamuy, like if you like JoJo, I feel that Golden Kamuy, you're probably gonna enjoy it as well.
Yeah,
because
totally,
it,
yeah.
Golden
it has
Kamuy has
the
very
same
similar
weird
energy.
vibe, you know?
Yeah, the energy and vibes are very similar to JoJo's.
JoJo, Baki, Golden Kamuy, 3 shows that
Yeah.
have nothing in common other than the weird vibe. You know,
Yeah,
the weird vibe.
just the vibes of it.
I still can't believe Baki's like not only one of the best-selling manga of all time, but it's literally longer than One Piece. The manga it's based on.
It is.
What even happens in that show, bro, or the manga? Like, what happens in?
Isn't there like
I think-
shit on
I think
play on Shinchan
JoJo
as well?
is longer.
Yeah.
Is longer than
That's
One
been
Piece
on
as
for-
well.
Yeah, JoJo is longer than One Piece as well. I'm pretty sure.
But they've been going on for like an extra 10 years, like JoJo and Shinchan. So that sort of kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Because JoJo started
Let me
in
see.
90 or 80 something,
many-
right?
Yeah.
The longest running manga is called Goljo 13. It ended in
Yeah.
2021 with 215 volumes.
That's
No, it's
insane.
still,
Goljo
it's still ongoing. It's just on a hiatus from 2021 onwards.
You know what's also
Oh, it
crazy?
it changed authors to Saito Production as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, funny thing. Okay, there's a video that I started working on the last year that it's still probably gonna release one day, hopefully. And
Hopefully.
while I was doing research for that video, I found out about this Goljo 13, and I shit you not, I have never seen an anime or manga fan talking about this manga. Like it's huge in Japan.
It's like James
like
Bond,
she's-
but like
Exactly, but
Japanese
here
manga.
apparently like it's like it is like I think the second most sold manga of all
Yeah.
time, if I recall
It's
correctly.
huge.
up
in
there,
Japan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hundreds of
I-
millions,
I-
definitely.
I pulled up the list. So Baki is the 6th longest running manga with 151 volumes, and JoJo is the 10th longest one. Weirdly, Silverfang and Hajime no Ippo have more.
But Ippo's
have
been going
more-
on since like 84.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
Ippo's really long.
started in 89 is when Ippo started after JoJo's. JoJo started in 87.
But JoJo switched monthly, remember? So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
JoJo's
yeah.
still
Yeah.
weekly.
Silverfang started in 83. Baki started in 91. Where's One Piece on this list? So One
Started in
Piece.
97.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the number of volumes.
Yeah.
One
So
Piece is the
I'm
20th.
up to date with ish, maybe 1 or 2
Yeah.
chapters off of Ippo. We're approaching the 1500 mark in Ippo.
Yeah, One Piece has 110 volumes and 1,135 chapters plus 8 extras, and it's the 20th most this is by volume, not like with years running.
20th most voluminous.
Yes, at 110 volumes, and
Damn.
JoJo had 136.
Damn.
I
Again,
find
how
it really
can
weird that fucking
mangas-
Nagareboshi has more volumes than JoJo's.
You know what I find really weird?
Hmm?
Hunter x Hunter only has like 400 chapters, despite
Yeah,
airing
that's so
starting
weird.
the same year as One Piece.
Yeah.
No way.
There's like about
I think
700 chapters
so.
that have just been disappeared there that should be there. That's all I'm gonna say. There's like about
Exactly,
700
exactly.
chapters or so that should be there. That's
I'm
just...
actually
I
thinking-
think I saw a
I'm thinking
tweet
of
about the mangaka that he's working on a few chapters right now.
Yeah.
And people are like,
I'm thinking
oh my
of starting
God,
the remake
it's
of
back,
Hunter x Hunter.
back.
I've only seen the
Another
original Hunter
remake.
x Hunter, and I'm kind of thinking of starting the remake.
I do quite like the art direction in the
Yeah.
old one. It's
I
really
was
cool.
like, weirdly, I was originally supposed to watch the original Hunter x Hunter and then watch the remake. Like, I watched it before the remake came out, and then I just never got into the remake.
Have
The
you
remake
guys
is
seen
also
both,
good, but-
Inuyasha and
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter?
Hmm?
Oh,
Is the
no,
remake
wait,
of
no, not
Inuyasha?
Inuyasha.
I'm reading
What's the
Inuyasha
name of
right now. Long
what's the
ass
name
story,
of that
bro.
manga? That because the guy that did Hunter x Hunter, he also did like another.
Oh,
manga
Yu Yu
before,
Hakusho.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. Have you guys both like read and watched?
I've watched the
like,
anime. I've
I
never
haven't-
read it.
Hunter x Hunter
I
and
haven't
Yu
read
Yu
or watched
Hakusho?
Yu Yu Hakusho. I've watched the original Hunter x Hunter, but I haven't gotten to Yu Yu Hakusho yet. I do
Yeah.
need to get to it at some point.
It's cool. I like Hunter x Hunter bad too.
No,
Yeah.
because another thing that I think is very interesting, like other than the fact that authors.
Wait,
write
there's a
very
fucking
long
live action
story.
of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
didn't
on
you
that-
read about that?
Yeah.
I'm
It,
pretty
it
sure it was
was,
made by Netflix.
Yeah, I
Netflix.
think it made it into Netflix live action. Yeah, Speedy's right. I
Exactly.
remember that happened.
Yeah. Oh god, the
yeah, it
poster
got
was fucking
leaked.
cursed.
Like usually you don't see mangakas doing more than one story. Like it's usually like you do that one story, it
Yeah.
does really good.
I think
and
that's a
then
new
it.
thing
Like,
though.
It's very rare. It's very rare that
I mean,
someone like
you-
goes
you
and be
do
like,
s-
"Oh, I'm gonna write something else."
Rumiko Takahashi.
Yeah, there's also who is it that wrote fucking Love is War, Kaguya-sama.
Oh,
and
and
Oshinoko.
Oshinoko.
Yeah.
Aka Akasaka. What
Yeah.
a name.
Yeah, Akasaka.
Bro, how you
And
can
obviously,
remember those
obviously
names?
one
I know.
sensei has done several. Tatsuki Fujimoto has done several.
Yeah.
It
I
just
mean,
changed the
Rumiko
matches,
Takahashi
it's like-
did Mason Ikoku, Ranma, Urusei Yatsura, Inuyasha. Those are
Yeah,
all big
I
names.
still need to watch the Ranma remake. It's apparently pretty good.
But I agree
Ah,
with you.
because-
It doesn't happen much these days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back in the
these
day,
days
you only
especially.
needed one. Nowadays, for example,
Yeah.
right, you guys name it all these guys, and yeah, you can have more than one series that does very good. But I don't know, it still feels like I think that if you are, for example, you are Tite Kubo or something like that.
Yeah.
If you wrote a story as good as Bleach, I believe that you can do something else. Like
Oh shit.
Hasn't Kubo written
you
anything
probably have
else?
something more.
Burn the Witch.
I don't. Yeah, Burn
Oh,
the
he
Witch.
wrote Burn the Witch.
But is that not in the same world? I've not actually read it yet.
I think technically it should be if I
Just as
recall
in
correctly.
England or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I heard about it.
He's also apparently. Oh, I've actually watched Burn the Witch. It was really good. The few episodes that are out of
Yeah.
that, they made like a couple of OVAs of it.
I think a new season is coming this year, if I recall
Yeah.
correctly.
He also apparently wrote something called Zombie Powder, which I've never even heard of. It's
Yeah,
4 volumes
that one
long.
was before Bleach. He did.
Yeah.
Zombie
So his
Powder
first
before
manga.
Yeah,
Bleach. One of the first.
Mhm.
but it's
It
like
didn't
also
I think it
at-
went,
at-
went only for 29 chapters or something like
Yeah.
that.
At the same time, of course, like nowadays, if you make that one manga that does really well, you make so much more money than say Oda made from early One Piece.
Toriyama, Dr. Slump.
True.
There you go.
True.
Guy was slumping
true.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, I find it weird. Yeah, apparently Slump was so big that like Arale, like the main character,
Yeah.
just became like an icon sort of. Like
Yeah.
imagine like how Goku is now. She was just that. So people who didn't like even
Oh,
read
she
Dr.
was-
Slump knew her.
very, very big in Italy. Like
Really?
I remember being a kid. Yeah, before watching Dragon Ball, like we were watching a rally here, and like that was the big thing,
Yeah.
And then when Dragon
Animate cut out for me. No.
He covered me too, but
he's
I'm just
gone.
holding it up in anticipation.
gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
We wait.
I can see his thing going green. Oh, the hands moved down. He's coming. He's coming.
He's coming.
Drum roll. Drum roll. Nah, he's not coming anytime soon. He's speaking in robot.
He's robot.
well,
There are
Speaking in
some.
binary code.
Yeah. He
Mangaka
has joined the
mangaka.
Adeptus Mechanicus. He's talking in binary.
0011000111.
Oh. I still need to watch the
Meep.
third season. Speedy mentioned Konosuba. I still need to watch the third season of it.
Is that the one? When did that come out?
Last year, so 2024.
Like spring.
Oh, that's ages ago.
Wasn't it summer last year? I can't
Spring,
fucking
spring or summer, it's one of the two.
I just find it so funny.
I went
Anime is
to-
still moving. He looks so excited to
I
say
went
whatever he's
to-
going to say.
I went to HMV and they were selling all the DVDs for Konosuba up to season 2 and the Megumin series. And I was genuinely considering buying them because I
This
really,
is-
really love Konosuba.
It
DVDs
was
are
in
so
spring
expensive,
of
though.
last year was Konosuba. Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
like 60 quid or something stupid like that, or like 40 quid.
Yeah, they're expensive, but I would like buy
considering
them.
like my local hobby shop sells these really nice hard packs of JoJo's, like all of the JoJo's, like the main volumes, and I really want to get them.
I've
Yeah,
got
we-
one
I think it's
from
up
part
to Stone
4.
Ocean.
Oh, he's gone. He's dead. Oh, he's back.
He's back. It's
30 quid. That looks nice.
yeah.
It's got hardback too.
Animates now speaking in hmms.
Yeah, but this look out! I just love Araki's art. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's so good.
Look how cool that is.
Consumer, by the way, since Animate isn't here currently to answer us, what's your opinion on the original JoJo's anime?
Anime?
Yeah, the original. Is it 80s or 90s?
The OVA or like the season 1?
The season 1 original.
I like
from,
that.
Yeah.
From David Productions.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
original miniseries from 93 to 2002 apparently.
Does that thing even exist though? Is that not like lost media?
You can't really find it anywhere, but it's on some pirate sites.
I've seen a few clips. It looks interesting. You know, there was also one for, cause that one I think is for part 3, right?
Yeah, that's I think that ends with the Egypt arc. I think I've only seen the Phantom Blood part of it.
Okay. Yeah, oh, that's what I was gonna ask. I thought the Phantom Blood part just doesn't exist because I've only seen like screenshots of that. I've never seen like a video play of the Phantom Blood part.
You can find it like really shit for like 420p GIF quality on some pirate sites.
Yeah, because I've seen they also have like brown-haired Jonathan
the-
too, which is kind of cool.
It's the easiest to find is the Started Crusaders bit
Okay.
of that.
Yeah,
I think
Speedy,
there's
you're
some
gonna.
birds having a fight outside of my house, so what gives it just wee like that.
Speedy's gonna have
really
fun
annoying.
editing this, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with anime dropping constantly.
If you want to know, this is
Yeah.
about 50 minutes into my recording.
Oh,
Okay.
great. That's
Should
fun
we
stuff.
should
Being a
we consider
carpenter.
ending it here if anime can't come back?
Yeah.
We could do, but it would just be kind of a weird hard cut. I don't know. We still can.
Yeah, this episode was so botched. It's unreal. It's
That's,
3
that's fairly-
parts.
That's fairly standard though.
Nah, ours aren't usually this botched. This is just gonna
I
be
agree. Even
botched.
for us, this is like bad.
Yeah.
Connection
terrible.
issues.
We need to
But
get a
clearly,
place in real life, man.
we need to all now move to Japan and have a studio in Tokyo or some shit.
Yeah, I think that'd be the best option.
Or we
Who's
just
gonna
have
do
what's the neutral location? Where's the halfway between all of us? We should
think
record in Germany or something.
Poland. It's
Or Poland.
Germany
We
or
all just go Poland. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go studio in
I'm not
Poland.
opposed.
I would assume it's
sausages.
in Germany, which would be like the midway point for all of us.
Berlin.
Let's go Berlin.
We can't talk about the Germans for that.
So it's like Finland kind of pushing it towards Poland, but I would presume we're probably somewhere in like Dresden area.
Or maybe we sit
Switzerland.
right in the middle. We sit on the board. Germany and Poland border each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we just sit on the border.
What if we just go to Switzerland?
We can sit on
Can't
the
afford
border
it.
that also has Czechia on the border, so we have 3 borders.
Oh,
We just like plop our like little podcasting just like on a seat like right in the
Yeah.
middle, like the border crossing.
Bro,
mean,
I
like,
thought-
imagine the kind of views you could get on Switzerland if you had like a studio on a mountainside or something.
oh,
That'd be
true.
kinda
Just in
cool.
the background.
Yeah.
Like
mountains are
what?
cool.
Hey, what's up? It's
We could also record in
Podcast.
IKEA. I've literally thought about that. You just like just walk around, you just sit down every once in a while in IKEA thing. Or they like who's gonna tell
That
you
would
to
be
get up?
funny.
There's nobody ever there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be funny.
Infinite IKEA. Let's go.
And you know what we do is we actually have like the like lav mics, the tiny mics on top of us, so that they can't even
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
it's just like we're talking. You know, people just think we're just
Yeah.
talking. You know, we're just chilling.
Just record in the food court of IKEA.
That would
Yeah.
be funny.
Just
It's
like how many
actually
hot
weird
dogs
that,
can we eat?
IKEAs in Finland have a very tiny food court only.
Really? Ours
Yeah.
are quite big.
It's not really a thing here. Like going out to eat, in Finland, you'd normally go to a restaurant.
Hmm. Didn't you consume like 5 double cheeseburgers one time from McDonald's?
Yes, it was 4, not 5.
Oh, it's 4. Okay.
It was
I thought I
only
counted 5.
4, bro.
If you're referring to the photo I sent just before I started my cut, that was 6.
Oh
That was
my
6,
lord.
then.
Yes.
And you ate all of them.
It was just before my cut started, and now I'm on a cut, and I've already lost like 2 kilos.
Oh, good stuff.
God damn.
I
don't
need to
think
get
I've
my
lost-
six-pack. I need to get my 6-pack abs back, so I'm gonna cut.
But why you eat so much beforehand, bro? Then you just gotta make the cut longer.
Yeah, I hadn't been like I was out all day, and then I came home in the
Oh,
evening. Like
fair.
I really want to get something cheap and well, not cheap, something easy. So I just ordered a shit ton of cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Is there any word from the animate?
No, so far not.
Let me- I'll drop
Speedy,
him a what-
Speedy, send him a WhatsApp message or something.
Yeah, I'll just fucking call
Dude,
him.
maybe we should just end it, because I feel like this would just be so
Yeah.
weird.
I
Just...
don't think I don't think he can come back.
Can we just end it just abruptly? Do we need an outro, or...
Let's do it. Oh, his Wi-Fi died. He sent a message in the general chat.
Because can we do an outro
I-
without him, or should we just...
I think we just do an outro without him and hope Animate gets back before the next episode.
Yeah.
Hope he's okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
Edge.
this has been a bit abrupt, but this was us again with the Generic Anime Podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as usual, technology is our
We should change our name
greatest
to the
enemy.
Horrible Technology Podcast or something.
We've kind of gotten to this point where we don't have as strict themes of these episodes, so we just kind of talk shit because we feel
Yeah.
like it's more fun to do it this way and more natural, and we don't know if the audience likes it or not. Let us know in the comments if you like this or if we should actually have themes.
If there's people even watching.
There was some people watching. The last episode did kind of poorly, but few before that had some views. We should
That's-
really need to just be consistent with these, and then the algorithm will love us. The algorithm gods. Yeah, this has been us, and we will see you next week, hopefully sometime.
Oh,
if we
you
can
commented
actually
on our latest one saying, not gonna lie, that's kind of funny, furry. I
Yep.
thought that's a funny. Okay.
No, it's just furry.
Oh wow, our average view duration for that episode was 15 minutes and 49 seconds. That's not bad.
That's
Compared
not
to
too
the
bad.
usual, which is 3 minutes.
Yeah. But yes, we will see you hopefully next week. Goodbye.
Yeah,
See
goodbye.
yous.